तस्माद एकेन मनसा भगवान सात्वतां पति श्रोतव्य, hearing about Krishna through pastime and through holy name, because Krishna is coming in name form. Kali kale naam rupe Krishna avatar. Shrotav means hearing, because bhakti begins with hearing and chanting. Shravanam kirtanam Vishnu. So Shrotavya Kirtitavasya. Kirtitavasya means doing kirtan, chanting. This is the second function of the soul. Third function is meditating on Krishna through holy name, because Krishna is coming in name form, Kali Kale. That's why dhyana is possible on Krishna's holy name, because he is mercifully coming in name form. Direct dhyan on Krishna's deity form is not so possible, because the problem is given in Bhagavad Gita 6.34. Chanchala mahi man Krishna pramati balavadrudam tasyaham nigraham manne vayoriva sudushka. That's why Krishna is mercifully coming, Krishna Bada Dayamaya, in the name form, Kali Kale Naam Rupe. So dhyan is possible on Krishna through his holy name, because he is coming in name form, Kali Kale Naam Rupe. And worshipping Krishna in Kali Yuga is possible through his holy name, because again Krishna is coming in name form. So deity worship of Kali Yuga is Nam Sankirtan. That's why 4 of the main activities of the soul can be performed in one stroke. Just like the hammer of blacksmith and hammer of goldsmith. So hammer of blacksmith is compared to holy name, because in one stroke you can perform all the 4 activities of the soul in one stroke. Because when you are chanting, you are doing kirtitavasya, kirtan. And when after chanting you are hearing with your ears, you are doing second function of the soul, hearing Krishna's holy name. And when you are putting your dhyan or putting your full concentration in hearing holy name, it is called as dhyan, dheyasya. And 4th function of the soul is pujasya. And you are worshipping Krishna in name form. That's why 100 sonar ki, 1 lohar ki. That's why king of all sadhana is chanting and hearing. And classical example is given by Rupa Goswami in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Why it is called as king of all sadhana? Because there is no separate endeavor required for attaining first self-realization and then God realization. Because sadhan and sadhya becomes one. When you go on hearing and chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. So very nice example is given by Rupa Goswami. Why there is no separate endeavor required? Because self-realization and God realization goes hand in hand together. There is no separate endeavor required. So he gives example of a woman who is sitting in front of a mirror for decorating herself. She's sitting in front of a mirror, and when she applies bindi on her forehead, automatically bindi is seen on forehead also, and at the same time in the mirror also. So she doesn't put separate endeavor to put bindi on the mirror. Simultaneously, both things are going on. As soon as she sits in front of the mirror and applies bindi on the forehead, at the same time you can see the bindi in the mirror also. Similarly, the process of hearing chanting goes hand in hand together, by which self-realization and God realization goes together. There is no separate endeavor required. Because of these 2 reasons, hearing and chanting is compared to king of all sadhanas. And that is going to revive or get us back the hidden treasure of our heart. Nitya Siddha Krishna Prem Sadhya Kabunai Shavanadi Shuddha Chitte Karyoday. So this treasure is available by getting unflinching faith. इसको हिंदी में अटूट कहते हैं. अटूट का मतलब है कभी न टूटने वाली श्रद्धा, unflinching faith. And Krishna can award you the treasure of Krishna Prem by seeing the unflinching faith in holy name. Because at the end of the day, we have to get married to Krishna. Same shloka, 1.2.14. Tasmad ekena manasa, with one pointed attention. Tasmad means therefore. Usually the sentence doesn't begins with therefore, word therefore. When the word therefore comes in the beginning of the sentence, it has got some background, parshvbhumi. Why therefore is used? Tasmad word is used because after traversing through 84 lakh species of life, that's why the word comes therefore. 84 लाख योनि घूमने के बाद मनुष्य जीवन में आए हो, इसलिए therefore what you have to do? With one pointed attention. Tasmad ekena manasa bhagavan satvatampati. Now the word satvatampati is very important because Krishna is our real husband. Gaurnita is our real husband. That's why Nityan Prabhu is called as Nityan Dhanamora Nityananda. Because Nityanand Prabhu mercy, by Nityanand Prabhu's mercy, we are going to get unflinching faith in holy name. Because Nityanand Prabhu has opened a market of holy name in the Kali Yuga. Surabhi kunjete namer hat kuleche kodanitai kodanitai. And what is the price? Shraddha mulle shuddha naam se hatete bikahai. So ultimately we have to get Krishna as our husband. Because everyone has to get married to Krishna. Because we are Prakriti, we are meant for Krishna's enjoyment. Just like wife is meant for husband's enjoyment. Similarly, Jivatma is compared to Prakriti, he is the Strilinga. And whether we are in Purush body or Stri body, female body or male body, ultimately we are meant for Krishna's enjoyment. That's why we have to get ultimately married to Krishna. And everyone has to get married to Krishna. Whether Brahmachari, Grahastha, Vanpras, Sannyasi, everyone has to get married. Nobody can escape marriage. Marriage is compulsory for every ashrama. Grahastha, Brahmachari, Vanpras, Sannyasi. So many devotees are getting bewildered. How Brahmachari can get married? How Sannyasi can get married? How Vanprastha can get married? So Bhaktivinoda Thakur says we have to get married to Krishna through sound vibration. Then that Krishna is going to give us dhan of your heart, Krishna prem. Just like Rukmini Mata got Krishna through sound vibration. इसलिए हिंदी में क्या कहते हैं? कान से मिलेंगे कान्हा. क्या कहते हैं? कान से मिलेंगे कान्हा. Through ears you can get Krishna as your husband. That is the meaning of this shloka. Tasmad ekena manasa bhagavan satvatam. तो भगवान पति के रूप में हस्बैंड. व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ हस्बैंड? पति who never ever gives you up even in the most crucial period of death. जो व्यक्ति आपके मृत्यु में भी पत्नी को साथ छोड़ता नहीं, उसको पति कहते. One who protects you even in death is called as pati. But no pati in this material world can protect you. Because pati means one who protects during death time also. Even doctor is called as pati because his duty is to protect the patient. So one who protects in death is called as pati and doctor is called as pati. That's why in Kali Yuga the names of the doctors are pati. Coming with word pati. Allopathy, homeopathy, naturopathy. But these patis are not going to save us. Only Radhika pati is going to save us. Tirupati. These are very important words. Satvatam pati. Real protector of devotees. So what he is protecting? The treasure of our heart, which is hidden. So bhakti is compared to the treasure. Unflinching faith is compared to the treasure. If everything is lost in this material world, nothing is lost. But you lose the faith in holy name, then everything is lost. That's why the real hidden treasure is in the heart. And that it can be revived by getting unflinching faith again in holy name. Hmm? That's why we are going to discuss this real treasure which is hidden in the heart. Shraddha Shabde Vishwas Kahe Sudhrud Nishya Krishna Bhakti Kaile Sarva Karma Kruto. What is the meaning of this? If you have unflinching faith in Krishna, that Krishna is coming in name form, Kali Kale Naam Rupe Krishna Avatar. That's why there are so many pastimes of Prabhupada. Especially, it's very heart-touching example, pastime of Prabhupada. When Prabhupada formed ISKCON for the first time in 1966, and in the first meeting with 11 members of the first committee members, he asked one very pertinent question, very important question. What he asked, all 11 members of the ISKCON who formed that ISKCON body, do you have complete unflinching faith in Krishna's holy name, that Krishna is coming in name form? And if you have that unflinching faith, Krishna can give you the treasure of the whole world within 18 days, just like Krishna gave Arjuna by winning the war in 18 days of Kurukshetra. But nobody was having unflinching faith. That's why Prabhupada says, that's why Krishna is not making everyone into Krishna consciousness, because we are not right now capable of handling all the world. That's why Krishna is not. That unflinching faith was there in Prabhupada. And that was the opulence treasure of Prabhupada. Prabhupada created the whole empire of ISKCON on only two things: unflinching faith in the Guru and unflinching faith in holy name. And that's how this whole empire was established. When Prabhupada sat for the first time in Tompkins Square Park, and he was not having even mridanga, he was having a small dugdugi, and he started chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And because of this unflinching faith, Krishna gave the treasure of the whole world to Prabhupada. Because while going away from India, he took only 40 rupees with him. But when he came back after 10, 12 years, he was having the real estate, the empire of ISKCON of worth rupees 400 crores. So this opulence, this treasure was revealed or given to Srila Prabhupada because of his unflinching faith. That's why Prabhupada said, I got only one opulence, unflinching faith in Guru and holy name. And that's why I could build an empire called ISKCON. So Prabhupada was able to build up this ISKCON empire on foundation of unflinching faith. So this is a classical example. Krishna goes on revealing the hidden treasure, opulence, and starts giving you everything. Just have unflinching faith in holy name, that Krishna is coming in name form. So when he came back to India, and when he was on Mumbai airport, all the Marwadis, they gathered together and they caught hold of Prabhupada and took him to the Chamber of Commerce in Mumbai, because they desperately wanted to know the secret, how this person, old man of 70 years, took only 40 rupees, and after 10 years, he has created empire of 400 crores. They wanted to know the secret. So Prabhupada said, I just went there, and with unflinching faith, I started doing kirtan, and Krishna revealed all the treasure. That was the unflinching faith Prabhupada was having. I have not done nothing. It's all credit goes to spiritual master and holy name. Then this Marwadi said, We are Marwadis, but you have become super Marwadi. Because you are the only one person who has created such an opulence, treasure of ISKCON within 10 years by taking only 440 rupees. So this is the glory of holy name. This is the unflinching faith of holy name. Because Prabhupada started this ISKCON, it is like business. In the modern age, if you want to start business, you have to have three things: money, product, and service. But Prabhupada was not having anything of this. Was not having money, enough money, no product, no service. But all things were available because of unflinching faith. Money started coming because he was serving Narayan, and for serving Narayan, automatically Lakshmi starts coming. Because Lakshmi resides where Narayana is glorified, Narayana is served nicely with unflinching faith. And product was holy name. And services, by seeing his unflinching faith, even the foreigners, he employed all the foreigners, Americans, Englishmen, in serving Krishna without payment. That was the beauty of Prabhupada. That was the genius of Prabhupada. This person was not having enough money, no product, no services for running business, but he created the greatest business of spreading Krishna consciousness. This is a treasure, hidden treasure revealed by Krishna just because of his unflinching faith in holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Another pastime comes in Prabhupada's life when Prabhupada was visiting for the first time Australia, and they were not so mature devotees. When Prabhupada was on airport, still the coloring of the temple was going on, so many arrangements were going on, so nobody was free. Everyone was engaged in doing so many services. So one initiated devotee was sent to pick up Prabhupada. And he was very happy on that day. Why? Because he was having this question: how this old man who took along with him 40 rupees and came back to India with estate of empire of 400 crores. So he wanted to know again, same question. So he was very happy. As soon as he went to airport, he picked up Prabhupada, and as soon as Prabhupada sit in the back seat, he turned towards Prabhupada and said, I have one question, Prabhupada. How it was possible for you to turn 40 rupees into 400 crores? So Prabhupada was chanting. So while beating the jap mala on his shoulder, he started chanting loudly. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. So this person thought Prabhupada is chanting and he is asking me not to disturb. So he keep quiet. But on the halfway, again, he was having that curiosity. Now I have come halfway the temple. Now it's time. Otherwise, as soon as I reach, I will not be getting time, or in front of so many devotees asking question is not possible. That's why he stopped the vehicle on the roadside and again asked the same question. Second time asking Prabhupada, please let me know how you made 40 rupees into 400 crores. Again Prabhupada, while beating the bead bag on his shoulder, started chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram. So again he thought Prabhupada has a habit of not getting disturbed during chanting. So he again moved ahead. Now 2 minutes away from the temple, he again stopped and took the vehicle roadside, and at the last time said, Prabhupada, at least third time, let me know how it was possible for you to make 40 rupees into 400. So Prabhupada again beat the bead bag on his shoulder and said, I already told you twice. The secret of the whole creation is in the bead bag. The opulence of the whole creation is in bead bag. That I have told you twice. And again, I am telling you, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. So, this unflinching faith He is the opulence of the devotee. That's why Krishna says, Naham tishtami vaikunte, Naham yoginam hrideshva. Yatra gayanti madbhakta, tatra tishtami narda. That's why Krishna was staying with Pandavas more than Dwarka. It's not that Dwarka was his band Krishna. That's why he was not having any home, residential facility. That's why he's staying with Pandavas. No. The main reason is Yatra Gayanti Madbhakta Tatra Tishtami Narada. It is not that there was a dearth of opulence in Dwarka. Dwarka was very poor. No. Abundant, unlimited treasure was there in Dwarka. But still, Krishna says, even Vaikuntha is full of all opulence, but still I don't stay in Vaikuntha. Where I stay, where the devotees who are having unflinching faith, they lovingly call me in their association, I have to manifest myself. Yatra gayanti mad bhakta, tatra tishtami narada. That's why when Krishna is available, then every opulence is available. Yatra yogeshwara Krishna, yatra partha dhanurdhara. That is the conclusion of Gita. That's why we have to have unflinching faith in Krishna. And that is the conclusion of Gita also. Because battle of Kurukshetra is nothing but we have a choice. Either we choose Krishna or bypass Krishna. If you bypass Krishna without choosing him, then you become Duryodhana. Because Duryodhana whole life was collecting the army of the whole world, opulence of the whole world, but still he was brutally killed. Why? Because he was collecting all the heroes. By giving up Krishna, अगर भगवान को नहीं चुनेंगे तो जीवन को चुना लगेगा. आचार्य कहते हैं अगर भगवान को नहीं चुनेंगे, भगवान को चुनना जीवन का उद्देश्य है. भगवान को नहीं चुना तो जीवन को चुना लग जाएगा. That's why Arjuna was having complete faith in Krishna, because Krishna is coming in name form. Kali Kale Naam Rupe Krishna. The beauty for Arjuna is that why you choose Krishna without, even though Krishna was not going to hold any astra. He was a Nishastra. He declared before the war, I'm not going to hold any weapons in my hand. But still, why Arjuna chose? Because Arjuna was having full of faith, unflinching faith, because in his childhood he has heard Krishna's pastimes through his mother Kunti. How in Braj Leela, Krishna, without using any weapon, has killed so many demons. And that is a track record of Krishna in his Vrindavan pastimes. And by hearing this, he got unflinching faith. Even he was not holding any weapon, but still he killed so many demons. Putana, Aghasur, Bakasur, Shaktasur, Dhenakasur, all demons without using weapons. And that unflinching faith in Krishna's pastimes, because he heard very attentively and he was convinced. That's why that Bal Leela helped him, Arjuna, to go for Krishna, even though he was without weapon in Kurukshetra war. That's why we have to hear Krishna's pastime, especially Bal Leelas, because his track record is without holding any weapon, he has killed all the demons. That's why Acharya says, hearing Bal Leela is very important, because Arjuna came to the right decision of taking Krishna on his side, even though he was not going to hold any weapon in Kurukshetra battle. Similarly, we can get right decision by hearing Krishna's pastime, by taking shelter of holy name. Tesham satati yuktanam bhajatam pritipurvakam dadami buddhi yogam. So, we don't have to become like Duryodhana. Duryodhana was collecting all the opulence, all the treasure, all the army to defeat Pandavas. So, it is compared to collecting so many heroes. So Prabhu, Acharya gives example, at the end of the life, at the time of the death, Duryodhana was having 10 crores zeros. What is the value of 10 crores zeros? Because ultimately, even if you have 10 crores zeros, it is going to become a big zero. Because in zero, if you multiply, divide, add, subtract, answer is going to become zero only. That's how, if you want to have the treasure of Krishna, you have to have unflinching faith in Krishna. Unflinching faith that Krishna is coming in name form. Kali Kale Nam Rupe Krishna. On the contrary, Arjuna was not having so much opulence, so many army. But he was having one, Krishna. Similarly, if we are having unflinching faith in Krishna, that Krishna is coming in the name form, Hari Katha and Harinam, that one is with you. And then the value of zero is going to increase by 10 times. If you have zero, and if you add one before the zero doesn't have any value on its own. But when you add Krishna factor, Krishna's name, then zero gets 10 times multiplied. It becomes 10. If you have 2 zeros, it becomes 100. If you have 3 zeros, it becomes 1000. If you have 4 zeros, it becomes 10,000. Like that, the value of every activity in your life goes on increasing by adding Krishna factor in your holy name. That's why Krishna says, Mam Anusmara Yuddhacha. This instruction is very important, because unless and until before each and every activity you offer that activity Krishna, you're not going to get perfection in that activity or the fruit of that activity. Because every activity is compared to yajna. Whatever activity we are doing in forgetfulness of Krishna is like a sacrifice. And sacrifice is meant for Krishna's service, Krishna's satisfaction. Yajna Vaye Vishnu. So before every mala, you have to offer that mala to Krishna. By saying, Krishna, in last mala, I was unfortunate. I couldn't remember you. I couldn't offer that mala to you. But before starting this mala, I am offering this mala for your satisfaction and pleasure, because that is the purpose of chanting. The ultimate purpose of chanting is for Radha Krishna's satisfaction. So what I usually do is, before chanting every mala, I offer that mala as a sacrifice, as a yajna. Why it is yajna? Because Gita says 10.25, yajnanam japa yajjosmi. That faith we have to have. That japa we are doing is a yajna, and that is meant for satisfaction of Krishna. What happens? You offer that mala beforehand to Krishna, before starting, then it becomes bhakti yoga. Because you are doing for the satisfaction of Krishna. Sam siddhi haritoshanam, yasmin tushti jagat tushti. Just like a Brahmana who was going on the bank of Ganges. Even though he was a Brahmana, without offering, he was trying to eat popcorn from his handful. As soon as he was about to eat those popcorns, Krishna, just to teach him lessons, started wind flowing very heavily. And because of that wind, those popcorns which were in his hands, they started flowing in the air above his head. And by seeing the popcorns which were flowing in the air, he started chanting, Om Krishna Arpanam, Om Govindam Arpanam, Om Narayanam Arpanam. That is foolishness. Similarly, while chanting, there are so many problems. Problem of the mind, flickering of the mind, mind wandering, not able to hear properly, all these problems. Then if you remember Krishna, Krishna says, you have started this mala, you have to complete this mala. I'm not going to help you. But instead of offering, instead we offer this mala beforehand only, then Krishna, by seeing that Ananya Bhavana, beforehand only you are offering, doing sankalp, with Ananya Bhavana you are offering to Krishna, then Krishna gives you protection. Ananya Chintoyanto Mam E Jana Pari Upasate, then Yoga Kshemohami. Whatever problems during chanting that mala, Krishna takes and fulfills all the discrepancies. That's why this shloka comes in Vamandev's pastime. When Vamandev was asked by Vamandev asked Shukracharya, you have done so many sacrifices, but you never get the ultimate result of sacrifice. What is the problem? Then Shukracharya gives this beautiful shloka. Mantras, tantras, chidram, desha kalara vastuta, sarva karoti nischadram, anusankirtanam tava. Very beautiful shloka. So in every yajna, there are 4 problems. Problem in pronunciation. There are no authentic brahmanas, no pure ingredients, no pure place, and no proper time. But all these things will be taken care when you beforehand only offer as a sankalpa with Ananya Bhavana. I am doing just for your satisfaction, my Lord. Let be this mala for your satisfaction and pleasure. Then Krishna takes it seriously, just like in Damodar also, why the 2-finger shot was completed by Krishna himself. Because Yashodamai is the classical example of this shloka. Ananyas chinto yanto mam e jana pariupasate. That's why Yoga Kshemoham. 2-finger shot was completed by Krishna. Why? Because even though Yashodamai was knowing, just before, one day before Damodar, the lila took place, pastime took place was Mruda Bhakshan lila, eating of dirt, earth. In that pastime, Krishna has shown her his opulence, how he is God. He has shown his Bhagavata, Aishwarya, opulence. But still, immediately next day, Yashoda Mayu is not giving up. He could have given up. He is Bhagavan, how I can bind him? No rope can bind him. But still, with Ananya Bhavana. What is Ananya Bhavana? Even though he is Bhagavan, even though he has shown his opulence just one day before, but still it is my duty as a mother to correct my child. With this Ananya Bhavana, she was sitting morning till evening. By seeing that Ananya Bhavana, Ananya Chantoyanto Mam E Jana Pari Upasate. That's why Guna is called as rope. Why that rope was completed by Krishna? By seeing the constant loving endeavor with proper consciousness. These things are required to bind Krishna in your heart through our chanting. That is the secret of spiritual life. Our constant loving endeavor is going to attract all attractive. By seeing this constant loving endeavor, Krishna is going to give us 2nd finger. 1st finger is our constant loving endeavor with proper consciousness. That's why Rupa Goswami says, why we are not getting taste in holy name? Kintu adarat anudinam. Only 2 problems. There is no respect for holy name. We don't have unflinching faith in holy name, that Krishna is coming in name form. No other, no respect. Respect not for only Krishna, but whatever is in connection with Krishna, that is called as Todya. Devotees, his Gita, Bhagavatam, Kartal, Mridang, his Tulsi Mala, Full Mala, which is falling on the ground. We should pick up and give respect and put in proper place. This is called as Adar. Not only Adar for Krishna, whatever in connection to Krishna, Todya, that is going to liberate us. That is going to give taste in holy name. So, Krishna and in connection to Krishna, all things should be respected. Kintu adarat, and if that other is there, then love is manifested. Attention to small details is a sign of love. What I told? Attention to small details. These are small things. Tulsi is falling on the ground. Huh? Mala is falling, flower is falling, book Bhagavad Gita is falling, Kartal is on the floor, Mridanga is on the floor. Immediately, we have to give attention to small, small details. Attention to small, small details is a sign of love. Then you get that love of Krishna through holy name and Harikatha. That's why Yashoda Mai was paying attention to him. So this rope is called as in Sanskrit guna. So there are three different meanings of guna. First meaning of guna is why that guna rope was not binding Krishna in the beginning? Because this rope was thinking Krishna in shame is looking down, because for the first time he is going to be bound by a rope by a Mother Yashoda. Before this, never ever Krishna was bound. So जो रोप में बंधा जाता है उसको बंधा कहते हैं. भगवान भगवान है कि आज बंदे बन जाने वाले, तो हमें बंधा कहते हैं. हम भगवान के बंदे हैं और तीन गुणों में बंदे, इसलिए हमें बंदे कहते हैं. तो भगवान तो बंदे नहीं है, ना तीन गुणों में बंदे हैं, ना हम भगवान के बंदे. तो फर्स्ट टाइम कृष्णा वाज गोइंग टू बी बाउंड बाय अनन्य भावना, अनन्य चिंतयन्तो माम ये जना परि उपासते. In this shloka, only one devotee fits 100%, not 100%, 108%. That is Yashoda Mai. So in the beginning, why that rope was feeling not ready to bind Krishna? Because she was seeing that rope has got consciousness. In material world, the ropes are dead, but in spiritual world, rope has got what? Consciousness. Because in spiritual world, nothing is unconscious. कोई वस्तु नहीं, कोई चीज नहीं, वो व्यक्ति है. What is the proof? In Damodar Ashtakam, what Satyavrat is singing? Namaste Sudamne Spurat Dipti Damne. He is paying obeisances not to a dead rope who is having consciousness. That is a proof. Namaste Sudamne Spurat Dipti Damne. So what this rope was feeling? Because Krishna was not seeing Yashoda's face, because he was in shame now. Because first time this person is going to bind me. So out of shame, he was looking down. And when you look down, your eyes fell on your stomach. And constantly Krishna's eyes were falling on his stomach, where rope was being tried to bind Krishna. Yashoda was trying to bind Krishna on his belly. So where is now constantly Krishna looking? Constantly looking on the rope. So Shastra says even one glance, Krupa Kataksh, Karunya Kataksh of Krishna once only can liberate any person, anything of this world. So you can tell me, when Krishna is looking constantly, whether that rope is liberated or bound. It is liberated forever. So that rope has got consciousness. How I can bind Krishna who has liberated me forever? अगर कृष्ण को आज मैं बांधूं कि जिनकी कृपा से मैं मुक्त हो चुकी हूं, तो लोग मुझे नमक हराम कहेंगे. मुझे नमक हराम नहीं बनना है, नमक हलाल बनना है आज. That's why rope was not ready to bind Krishna. This is the first reason. Second reason, Krishna comes once in a day of Brahma, and that too on the day of Dipawali. Yashoda was daring to bind. So Krishna was thinking कि दीपावली के दिन फटाके फोड़ने हैं. यशोदा मैंने मेरा ही फटाका फोड़ दिया आज. If she binds me, what other my friends will think? सरदार ही बंधा गया, आज फटाके फोड़ने थे, इसका ही फटाका फोड़ गया. Because especially on Diwali days, children want to do some special thing, special clothes, special plays, special things they want to do. And Yashoda Mai chosen specially Diwali day. So on this day, Krishna's Ichha Shakti was not ready to bind. This is second reason. Come we have to go. I am not going to allow Yashoda Mai to bind, because this is a special day. Krishna comes once in a day of Brahma, and that too it's a Diwali day. How she can dare to bind Krishna? That's why she was not, rope was not ready. Ichha Shakti was not. This is second reason. Third reason is, Guna means here First meaning of guna is gunas of this material world. Sattva gun, rajo gun, tamo gun. Understood? Guna means those gunas which are so powerful, they can bind a whole material creation, all demigods, all conditioned souls. That power they are having. Which gunas? Three gunas of material nature. Sattva gun, rajo gun, tamo gun. So, this small rope which was Yashodamai was having was meant for binding, tying the cows. There are two ropes, one for tying up the cow and one for milking the cow. In the legs, they tie up a small rope. So these are very small, handful. So they were thinking how it's possible. These big gunas, sattva gun, rajo gun, tamo gun, they even don't touch the body of Krishna. Then what difference we are going to make? The small ropes which are meant for tying up the cows. It's highly impossible. That's why they were not having strength to bind Krishna. So guna means Krishna is never touched by gunas. He is three gunatit, as Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. I am three gunatit, above three modes of material nature. And why this rope was not ready? Because if I bind Krishna, then Mayavadis will get golden chance to say that Krishna is also of this material world. He is also bound by material nature. That's why to protect Krishna's ijjat, or what you call opulence, this rope was not ready to bind Krishna. Because if you bind Krishna today, then Mayavadis will get opportunity to propagate what? Krishna is also made out of material nature. He comes in the ropes of material nature. This is third reason. But all of a sudden, why this rope got tied Krishna? The only reason is that because of Ananya Bhavana. You have complete faith in Krishna. You are chanting for Krishna's satisfaction, Sam Siddhi Haritoshanam, then Krishna removes all the obstacles. You have to have Ananya Bhavana. That's why Krishna Bhavana, it's called as Krishna Bhavana. Krishna Bhavana means whatever we are doing for satisfaction of Krishna's. अभी हमारे खुशी के लिए नहीं करना है. हम जितना भक्ति में आने के बाद हमारे खुशी के लिए कर रहे हैं, उसको कहते हैं खुद खुशी. जितना हम खुद के खुशी के लिए करेंगे, उतना खुद खुशी करते रहेंगे. So the purpose of spiritual life is not committing spiritual suicide. मनुष्य जीवन पाइया राधा कृष्ण ना भजिया जानिया शुनिया बीश खाइनु. That is the meaning. Even after becoming devotee after 84 lakh species, we are committing the same blunder. खुद की खुशी, for my satisfaction, for the satisfaction of my body, my senses, my family, my country. This me and my gives only misery. And ultimately we have to commit suicide. That's why खुद के खुशी के लिए करेंगे तो खुद खुशी कहलाएगी. इसलिए ultimately we have to chant for Krishna's satisfaction, because living entity doesn't have separate happiness on its own. There is no separate happiness for living entity. Just like a leaf of a tree, as long as it is connected, it is happy on the tree. As soon as it gets separated, misery starts. As long as fish is in the water, it's happy. As soon as it is out of water, its misery starts. Similarly, there is no separate happiness for living entity. When living entity as a part and parcel gives happiness to Krishna, then happiness is available. That is the shloka 1.2.6. Savai pumsa paro dharmo yato bhaktir adhokshaje ahetuki, means with ananya bhavana, just for satisfaction of Krishna. When ananya bhavana is there, then uninterrupted loving devotional service continues. So this is secret of getting taste in Holy. Just have ananya bhavana. entire life I am going to chant for Krishna's satisfaction. That is the bhavana of gopis. Ashlishva padratam pinashtumam. Means whether I get taste or no taste, but still I will continue for his satisfaction. मजा आए या सजा हो, तो क्या में क्या लगता है, जब में मजा नहीं आ रहा है, भक्ति करने में मजा नहीं आ रहा है, किस मूर्ख ने बताया आपके मजे के लिए? भक्ति होती है, डिवोशनल एक्टिविटीज आर मेंट फॉर not for our entertainment, for our satisfaction, it is for Krishna's satisfaction. This is called as ahetuki. When ahetuki is there, the next word comes apratyata. Uninterrupted loving devotional service. Then consistency will be there. Then nirantarta will be there. And that is mentioned in 7th shloka of Nectar of Instruction. Anudinam means consistency. Without fail, every day you have to go on chanting just for their satisfaction. So first thing is adar. Adar means love. Out of love, with proper consciousness, ahetuki apratyata. Then you get the treasure of the heart, hidden treasure of the heart. What is that? Samsiddhi haritoshanam. Means ahetuki apratyata yayatma suprasiddhi. So this is the secret of spiritual life, chanting of the holy name. How you are going to get taste in holy name? The treasure of your heart. Nam ruchi, katha ruchi. That nam ruchi is called as Hari Katha Amrut. Hari Nam Amrut. That is going to become Amrut, the treasure of your heart. When you first follow the process, ahetuki, with proper consciousness. Only one consciousness, Krishna consciousness. I want to satisfy Radha Krishna. That is the ultimate purpose of chanting. When that is there, ananya chintoyanto mam e jana pariupasate. Whatever obstacle is there, Krishna will take care. Yoga kshemo hamem. Then he is going to take out your LIC policy. Just like in Damodila, the guna means now here, third meaning of guna is sadguna. What Acharya says? The third meaning of guna is sadguna. Sometimes the sadguna of devotees short fail in binding Krishna, in catching hold of Krishna at that time by seeing the deficiency. Mantras, tantras, chidram. What is the meaning? Mantra mein, tantra mein, uchcharan mein kami hai, jagah mein kami hai, place mein kami hai, samay mein kami hai. There is a deficiency, truti in chanting. No qualification of Brahmana, no proper place, no proper time, no pure ingredients, but still Krishna, by seeing one thing, what is that? Your ananya bhavana. You are trying your best like a child to satisfy the father. Then Krishna removes all the trutis, obstacles. Mantras, tantras, chidram, desha kalaraha vastuta. Sarva karoti nischidram. Chidram means whole. Discrepancies. What are discrepancies? No proper qualification of Brahmana, no proper pronunciation, no pure ingredients, not proper place, not proper time. All these things will be taken care. Sarva karoti nischidram anusankirtantu. But that sankirtan should be with proper consciousness, just for his satisfaction, O my Lord. So Yashodamai fits in this shloka 100%. Ananya chintoyantamam. Even though she knows exactly one day before he has even shown his Bhagavata in his mouth, but still she is not giving up. Her bhavana is that ultimately he is my son. To correct him is a right of mine as a mother. So I am going to correct him. I have to do homeschooling. That's why she is binding. That's why the rope is called as guna. Even though it was falling short, by seeing the ananya bhavana of Yashoda, even after showing the Bhagavata one day before, she is continuing. Our constant loving endeavor is going to attract all attractive. So, guna means sadguna. Sometimes the sadgunas may fall short. Our mind wandering, our dozing, our doing so many things at the time of chanting, that will be taken care by Krishna just offer that mala beforehand to Krishna, before starting. Before starting every mala, request Krishna, my Lord, I was foolish person. Last mala I couldn't do for your satisfaction. At least the mala which I am going to start now, be it for your satisfaction and pleasure, my Lord. Then Krishna starts revealing the hidden treasure of your heart. So that is the secret given in 1.2.6. Savai pumsa paro dharmo yato bhaktir adhokshaje ahetu ki apratyata yayatma supas. We are lacking only one treasure. That is satisfaction of the heart. So satisfaction of the heart, our unflinching faith, our bhakti is the real treasure, and that is only possible by taking two things which are lacking in spiritual life, kintu adrat and anudinam. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Hari Bol. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Prabhu, thank you so much. It
So,
was
sorry, I'm
so
not
nice.
so proficient in this English language, but I'm still trying my best. I'm just 10 pass. Just because I came in contact with Radhesham Prabhu, Gauram Prabhu, they think I'm also 18. So I want to clarify that. I'm
No,
not such a
Prabhu,
learner.
you were an amazing class you gave. And my perception of so many years of chanting has completely changed because we always chant, oh, I want to purify, I want to do the chanting. Now, this Ananya Bhakt you explained with the Yashodamai example and the rope, you gave three different meanings I never heard before. This is the first time I'm hearing how the rope
See,
Krishna got
99%
this
devotees
Ananya.
are doing bhakti with a motivation. They come to remove the miseries. If some work is to be done, they come to Krishna. If that work is not done, then they start giving up mala, guru, all these things. Even coming with the intention of removing miseries is also obstacle. Ultimate purpose is not we have come to remove the miseries. It is byproduct. That's why so many devotees are leaving the ISKCON spiritual institute. Why? Because they have inner motives. Ultimate intention should be for their satisfaction. If you take care of this, all other are byproducts. They will automatically fulfill it. Krishna will do yoga kshemoham. If you have ananya chintayantamam. Okay? Hare
Thank you so
Krishna.
much, Prabhu. It was a wonderful class, eye-opening for me. And I request devotees to unmute and Prabhu will be available. You can ask your questions and Prabhu will be happy to answer that.
I'm not so capable, but still I will try.
Hare
Because
Krishna.
English is my not first language, but still I will try my best. Okay. So please tolerate my English, Kokate English. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Very wonderful session. Especially I like homeopathy, allopathy, not going to work. Only Radhika Pati will help us. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Very wonderful. You made so many rhyming such quotes, which will ring in our mind. Whenever our mind goes away, we'll bring it back to chanting Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Just beginning. It will come more and more.
Prabhu, you are coming next week also. So we are waiting for more transcendental nectar. But in the meanwhile, if devotees have any queries, you may raise your hand and then we can ask our query. So Prabhuji, today is the most auspicious occasion of appearance of Narottam Das Thakur. So we'd like to hear something about Narottam Das Thakur and also Krishna Madhura Utsav, the Rasa Leela also. So something that, according to, our level, we are struggling with chanting. So according to our level, whatever we can hear and understand, according to that, please share something, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam.
Actually, regarding Narottam Das Thakur, this topic is very pertinent, relative. Because Mahaprabhu deposited the treasure of his heart in Padmavati river before appearance of Narottam Das Thakur. And when he deposited, the river started overflowing. Then devotees got astonished. Why this river is overflowing for the first time? Then Mahaprabhu said, I have deposited my treasure of the heart in this river, Padmavati. And it will again overflow when a person will enter, called Narottama. Narottama means the best among the human beings. Nar Uttama. And when for the first time Narottam entered This pastime took place when Mahaprabhu has already closed his pastimes. And when this particular boy, young boy, entered this river, again for the first time, the Padmavati river started overflowing. Why this happened? Because he was having unflinching faith in Mahaprabhu, in holy name. So this topic is very pertinent today, hidden treasure. So hidden treasure was available to Narottam by getting that unflinching faith that Krishna is coming as what? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna, nahi. And that faith is lacking in our ISKCON devotees. There are so many devotees, they never ever believe, even after first initiation, second initiation, they still doubt on Mahaprabhu. Who is this person? Especially Gaur Nitai. Who are those persons in the altar? Are they traffic police or what? Raising their hands, stopping the crowd. We have to unflinching faith in Gaur Nitai. Because they have started this holy name in Kali Yuga. Surabhi kunjete named hat kuleche. Gaur Nitai. So, unflinching faith in that Krishna is coming in the form of a devotee. Why he comes in devotee form? Because he was not able to understand in Dwapar Yuga the love of gopis, especially Radharani. Radharani manifests from the right heart of Krishna as a lady. Because Krishna is Purusha, Purusha wants a man wants a woman for enjoyment, for getting pleasure. So Krishna, for the first time, to get pleasure, Ananda, he manifested his own energy from his right hand in the form of a woman. That is Radharani. That's why she is called as Ladhini Shakti. But the problem goes on increasing. When she came out, the love was so thick that Krishna was not able to understand the love of Radharani. So for the first time, Krishna is called as Sarvagya, Abhigya. For the first time, he failed to understand one particular thing, which is coming from his own heart. That is the love of Radharani. So Sarvagya Bhagavan, Abhigya Bhagavan, for the first time failed to understand. And this leads to next problem. Because he couldn't understand the love of Radharani, he was not able to reciprocate. When you can reciprocate, when you understand a particular thing, then you can reciprocate with that thing. You are not able to understand how you can reciprocate. That's why the second problem was, because of first problem, second problem took birth. Because Krishna was not able to understand the thickness of love. The love of Brajvasis compared to the Makhan ka gola. क्या कहते हैं? गोला को क्या कहते हैं? Lump of butter. That so much thickness is there. And the love of Dwarkavasis compared to melted ghee. So in that lump of Makhan only, Krishna can hide himself. He comes to hide himself because he was disgusted or completely, by taking so many offerings, so many pujas, so many stutis in Vaikuntha, he gets indigestion. So he runs away and comes in and hides in the lump of a butter, which is called as Braja Prem. And there he performs his Leelas, pastimes. So this very thick lump of a butter is called as Brajvasi Prem. So this was so thick, Krishna couldn't understand the love of Brajvasis, especially Radharani. And that's why next problem was, he couldn't reciprocate. For the first time, the shloka of Gita failed. Eyatha mam prapadyate. And because of the second problem, third problem arises. Krishna became indebted. पहली बार भगवान कर्जबाजारी हो गए ब्रज में. कभी सुना है भगवान ने वर्ल्ड बैंक से लोन लिया, तिरुपति ने, बालाजी ने? नहीं. उल्टा सारे जगत के लोग, भले मुसलमान हो, क्रिश्चियन हो, बालाजी को पार्टनर बनाते, 10%, 20%. तो भगवान कभी कर्ज लेते नहीं, लेकिन भगवान पे कर्ज चढ़ चुका. कृष्णा बिकम इंडेटेड because he couldn't understand. Because he couldn't understand, he cannot reciprocate. And because he couldn't reciprocate, he becomes indebted. And he wanted to taste the holy name also. Just like Rupa Goswami says. What he says? Tunde Tandavini Rtim Tanate. So much taste is there. So he wanted to taste the sweetness of holy name. For these 4 reasons, Krishna comes as devotee. Because Krishna asks, how I can understand your love? How can I reciprocate your love? How can I come out of the indebtedness of your love? And how can I taste the holy name? Because even though this is a 2.5 syllable Krishna, but still you get more ecstasy, ashtavikaras, when you chant. So I want to taste the same sweetness. Then for all 4 reasons, Radharani gives Krishna her own heart, her own bhavana feeling, and her own color. These 3 things Krishna takes from Radharani. And then comes as a devotee, because technically there is only one devotee, that is Radharani. Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. That's why Krishna has to take udhar. Udhar ko kya kehte hain? Hindi mein, English mein? Udhar. Udhari lena. Taking on credit. He took from Radharani on credit 3 things. Radharani's heart, Radharani's feelings, and Radharani's work. That's why Krishna, when he comes in Radharani's form, he is called as Gauranga. Gauranga. Because Radharani is Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi. From Gaurangi word comes Gauranga. That's why Jayapataka Maharaj chants loudly, Gauranga. That is the meaning of Gauranga. So, that's why Krishna comes with these 4 things. To understand 4 things. The nature of the love, because he couldn't understand. How to reciprocate. How to remove that debt of Radharani's love. And how to taste. That's why Krishna comes with these 4 things. For these 4 reasons. By taking 3 things. Radharani's heart, Radharani's feelings, and Radharani's work. So here, again, bhavana. Without this Radharani's bhavana, Krishna couldn't taste the holy name. So you can understand, Krishna has to come with the bhavana of Radharani, then he can taste. तो हम किस खेत की मूली है कि हम भावना के बिना भगवान के नाम का मिठास को चख पाए. That's why that bhavana was there in Narottam. Because he was such a pure devotee, having unflinching faith in Krishna. That Krishna is coming in a devotee form. And that's why when he entered in that Padmavati river, because of his unflinching faith, that treasure was made available to Narottam Das Thakur. That is a pastime of Narottam Das Thakur. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Anyone else has any question? Okay. All right. So thank you so much, Prabhu. Prabhu, since there is, would you have 5 minutes more? I just have another question. If you have time, we can ask today. Otherwise, next week I can ask.
One more question I can do.
Okay. So Prabhu, like you said, the bhavana, the emotions, right? When particular disciples asked Prabhupada that my mind is wandering here and there and everywhere, and when I'm chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, then in some occasions, yeah. So when then yes, Prabhu. And Prabhupada answered that what is the role of the mind? You simply chant and then you simply chant and then hear the Mahamantra.
So this is beginning stage.
Okay.
As I said, attention to small detail is a sign of love. Because we want to attain love of Godhead. So in the beginning, it's okay. Just like a servant is coming for the first time and you are interviewing him. You don't tell every day you have to wash the inner clothes also. No, he will run away. So first you take inside and then slowly, as days pass on, you gives him more and more responsibilities. Just like a child is born, immediately the father doesn't say, I am living in the home, you can manage the family business. No. As he goes on maturing, he gives instructions. Similarly, as the devotee goes on maturing, Shastras, Acharyas gives instruction. Because in the beginning, they were hippies, they were completely not following the Hindu culture. So that's why Prabhupada gave some concession. But Prabhupada, what it said at the time of leaving the body in the deathbed, it's time for boiling the milk. So the meaning of that, as you go on maturing, you have to take more and more detailed, because that is a sign of love. Attention to small details is a sign of love. But we should not be taking undue advantage of those promises of acharyas, because according to time, place, circumstance, they give concession. So the more you take advantage of God and acharyas and shastras, the more you'll be in precarious condition. जितना भगवान भक्तों का शास्त्र का फायदा उठाओगे उतने आप घाटे में रहोगे. क्या सोचना है, अगर गलत तरीके से करने से इतना फायदा हो रहा है, अगर सही तरीके से करूंगा तो कितना अच्छा होगा. If by doing wrong way, by not following the vidhi properly, I am still getting so much. What if I do with proper consciousness, proper attitude? That should be positive attitude in spiritual life. The more you take advantage, the more you ruin your spiritual life. कि आजा मिले तो कहाँ भगवान का नाम लिया था. Aja will never chant it. I will also chant. Then you will be at risk, because everybody is not awarded a doctorate. When Rashtrapati is favorable, then he awards on his own someone doctorate. So Ajam is like a Rashtrapati's mercy. Khuda meherban to gada pailwan. That is the case. So we should not be waiting for that. Should not be taking undue advantage of shastras, shlokas, quotation of acharyas that are made for time, place, circumstances. We have matured. The more you mature, the more you take seriously the process in the right attitude. You can just imagine, by doing in a wrong consciousness, still we are getting. इतना नाटक कर रहा हूं फिर भी भगवान संभाल रहे, भले मैं कर्नाटक से हूं. अगर सही भावना से करूंगा तो भगवान आध्यात्मिक जगत में दे सकते. ये भावना होनी चाहिए. बी पॉजिटिव. The more you go negative, the more you will be losing Krishna's mercy. These are very special cases. खुदा मेहरबान तो गदा पहलवान. समझ गए? इसलिए don't take advantage of this quotation and all this. Try your best to give 100% to Krishna. The more you go on maturing, the more you have to take seriously. तो पहले दिन बताते आपको इस्कॉन में आने के बाद मांस नहीं खाना है, नहीं, धीरे धीरे बताते. क्यों बताते? If you start telling new person you have to give up meat, you have to give up tea, coffee, nobody will come. First, allow him to enter the arena of Krishna. Then Krishna will slowly reveal. Okay? Similarly, Prabhupada in the beginning stage said, there is the question of mind. But still, mind is attached to the soul. Just like there is a connection between a bogie and engine. That's why bogies are running after the engine. Similarly, mind is attached like a bogie. We can't separate that. That stage is of Goswami stage. Where is the question of mind? Okay. So right now, we have to engage the mind. That's why Krishna said, Man mana bhava mad bhakta. Because mind works on 3 tracks: thinking, feeling, and willing. At least on one track, let Krishna mantra work. Slowly, it will take other 2 tracks also. Then you become pure devotee. Okay? Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Very wonderful answer. Hare Krishna. So we'd like to thank His Great Sudama Prabhu for taking time out and giving us such transcendental, wonderful association. Tomorrow when we are chanting our Brahma Murta chanting, that time all these things will come to our mind, Prabhu. We just want to dedicate.
Before every mala, start doing one thing. Everything will fall in its own place.
Offer the mala to Krishna.
Let this mala for your satisfaction and pleasure, my Lord. Krishna will take care, because you are doing with Ananya Chintayantamam Ejana Paripasana. Then Yoga Kshemam. You will feel difference between 20 years chanting and now chanting. Surely, because that is helping me and giving my experience of.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. It's like senior devotees like you. You're so merciful. You just give us such tidbits which will enable us to enhance our chanting experience. And one more important lesson I learned is you have to chant for the pleasure of the Lord. Right? Sometimes we think, "Ayo, why am I not getting taste in chanting?" The very foundation itself becomes a error, and that's why everything else falls apart. But yes, Prabhu, surely we will offer our round to Krishna every round. And then in this way, we will chant for the pleasure of the Lord. Thank you so much for bringing this, Prabhu. We'd like to express our humble gratitude to you. We're looking forward to next Saturday already, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha, kripa sindhubhya evacha, patitanam pavanebhyo, vaishnavebhyo, namo namaha. Anantakoti Vaishnava.
I'm always available. Whenever you are free, just give me 1 week's advance notice. Because I'm so indebted to you, because you are helping me to convey my message through English for the first time.
Hare Krishna.
So, great pleasure for me, because so many people want in English, but I was not having that particular stage for that. So you are providing me stage for that. So I'll be indebted to you for the rest of eternity. Even though you are tolerating like a broken language of a child, you all parent-like devotees are here tolerating my English and still appreciating. That is touching my heart. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, you have taught us the language of the heart, how to connect with Krishna. Krishna understands all languages, but we don't know which language to talk to get that language of connection with Krishna. So you're blessing us with that. What else is more important? No language is as important. Thank you so much.
Infomia, क्या कहते हैं? Infomia, क्या कहते हैं उसको? Infomia, क्या कहते हैं उसको? इसका डर क्या कहते हैं?
Prabhu, your voice is breaking, Prabhu. Not able to hear you clearly.
Because since childhood, I have got this infomia of English. I never ever crossed 30% in English. So that fear is there always. First time trying my best. Because Gaur Chandra Prabhu was so merciful. He said, no problem, Prabhu. You can speak in broken language, some little Hindi, some English. People will understand. The purpose of language is to reach the heart. And I think I reached the heart. Okay?
Yes, Prabhu. You reached all our hearts. You have mended the broken relationship that we've had with Krishna, and you've mended a lot of it. So by just following your instructions, we will mend our broken relationship with Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you so much.
More than 20 seminars. Every seminar is of 8 days. Okay. So whole life will be spending together.
Very good. Okay. Yes, Prabhu. Thank you so much.
This is a trailer. ये तो झांकी थी, पूरा पिक्चर बाकी है अभी. ठीक है? Hare Krishna.
Hare Bol. Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Kind enough. Whenever you are free, just call me one. Okay?
Yes,
Prabhu, whenever you are free, please give us your association, Prabhu. We are always waiting for you. Hare Krishna.
Taking your association. Hare Krishna. Hare Bol.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha, kripa sindhubhyo, next time we'll meet everyone. Okay?
Yes.
I come regularly to ICC now. So I will make it point to visit all of you. Okay? Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So we thank His Grace Sudama Prabhu, and we also thank all the devotees for kindly joining us in today's session. So yeah, meet you all next Saturday, and of course we meet you all on Monday morning now. No, even before. Ashish Prabhu has given us so much of avenues to meet each other. So next we will meet. At least I don't know about the other languages. As far as English is concerned, we'll meet for our Brahma Murta chanting session tomorrow morning at 4 o'clock. Right? So thank you very much. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Shri Harinam Prabhu ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Thank you very much. Danad pranams to all. Can I end the session, Prabhu? Gaurchandra Gopinath Prabhu? Ashish Prabhu?
Yeah, Mataji. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Every Saturday we'll be having this series. Please join.
Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Ashish Prabhu ki jai.